Well, I've been here at Seattle Prep for around 30 years, so that's a while.
The best word that I can describe Father Fitterer with is friend. I mean, he's much more than that, right? He's a spiritual leader, a spiritual confidant, but for me, he's a friend.
Father Fitterer is so wise, and even if he's not saying anything, he's just always really optimistic.
He's the guy that doesn't let anyone slip through the cracks.
He's so kind, he's so genuine, and that's what I really love, how genuine a man he is.
When I was at prep, he was so great, walking through the halls, always with a huge smile.
That's the essence of Paul, is making others feel so very, very important and so worthwhile.
I grew up in Ellensburg, Washington, the kind of the cultural capital of the state that we like to look at. I've been in the Jesuits 67 years and a priest for 53 or 54 years. I always wanted to teach, and I knew the Jesuits taught, and so that's what attracted me most to the Jesuits. But my main thing has been to be involved with student spirituality.
Paul Fitterer's mission at Prep is to help everybody feel that they belong.
To me, he's the cornerstone of Seattle Prep. One of the flashbulb memories that sticks in my mind is Father Fitterer on the football field giving the pregame prayer.
He always can listen to students as they tell their story or tell their struggle, and he can pull out of that truth and relevance that really give that kid hope and encouragement.
As my dad was really sick and passing, Father Fitterer was so amazing in being with my dad, and it gave me a lot of peace knowing that they were going through this together and that Father Fitterer was guiding him.
That gift that he has with people is extraordinary, and his impact lives not in years or decades, but generations.
I think that now when I see Father Fitterer, I still see all the energy that Father Fitterer always has had, but he also has some energy from my dad, and I think that's really special.
We in the Jesuits believe that you should educate the whole person, not just body and mind, but body, mind, and spirit. And so we want to reach into that part.
The Jesuit school is more open, more progressive, more free thinking.
I think there's so many different aspects to prep. You can find your place here.
Seattle Prep gave so much to me. You don't realize that you're building the lifelong bonds that they will last a lifetime.
I look at our faculty, and I look at our staff, and I look at our student body, and we have a community and a place that's without equal. I think kids attribute a lot of their success in college to what happened to them here. Now, our problem is how do we keep it affordable? It's a good education. How do we keep it affordable?
I know I wouldn't be able to come to prep if I didn't have a scholarship.
If I hadn't received tuition assistance at Prep, I certainly wouldn't be here. Who knows where my life would be?
Jesuit education is not just about what you learn, but it's about how you learn. No kid should be deprived of that based on something like money.
In this country, we need all the young people to have that opportunity and chance, and it can't just be the people who can afford to come here.
Our best aren't always the ones who can pay full tuition, and if we want our best here at Seattle Prep, then we need to make that available to them.
When I started teaching in 1957, tuition was $180 a semester. Tell me what it is now. One of my major concerns are scholarships. How do we get more and more scholarships to young people that deserve them and need them?
Father Paul has been an anchor to our family. He would be the first to reach out to the marginalized, to those economically who couldn't come. So it is only perfect that we have an endowment in his name.
I'm really a proponent of the endowment because that's something that's lasting, will build over time.
I just can't think of a better way to keep the doors open for kids who need a little help coming to prep.
And Jeannie and I have actually given in our estate planning a contribution to the Father Paul Fitterer's endowment fund.
I think it's important for alumni to give back because this prep community made us who we are.
A gift to the Father Fitterer Scholarship is a way to impact a generation.
I really think that Father Fitterer's lasting presence here will live on through so many new students that can come through the doors at prep that wouldn't have been able to come otherwise.
He's put the children first, he's put education first, ahead of everything else. And that's sort of the Jesuit way, isn't it?
This is my last year at Seattle Prep, and I have a sense of rightness that this is the time to leave. And I said, I want to leave you with one thing, a sense of belonging, to help kids feel like they belong someplace.
We need to realize that by leaving, Paul is not removing a cornerstone from the community, but rather opening up a space for us to recognize the gifts that we have, to take our community and make it stronger, and to grow it according to the vision that we all share and that he embodies so well.